It will perfectly, don't you worry. Yes, everybody. How are we doing? Hope you're well, and welcome to episode number 7 of the Vape Show Vapecast, where we talk all things vape related and anything else that we decide we want to talk about as well. Today, we are freestyling it. Oh yes, nothing at all on the agenda to talk about. So we're going to gossip, we're going to gas, and
Well, you say that because I've got something I want to say.
well, you say that, but are you going to say what you were talking about, or should we try and
I
remember?
am, yeah.
There we go.
Because
That's what I meant. It's going to be gossip. It's going to be gassing.
I've seen him with a vape in his hand, so it kind of is vape related.
Okay, well there we go. There we go. Go on in. Hit us with your.
So, have you seen what the Fresh Prince, did at?
I do believe he didn't take kindly to a certain joke. As do you know what? Right, I'm with him. Fucking mocking the baldies. What's that all about?
Watch the clip. You see Rock finish the sentence. He's delivered it. It pans to the audience. You see her not reacting yet. Him laughing. Then her scowling like an evil witch. Don't know, the lady could be amazing, even though she cheats on her husband. But anyway, she scowls. He's still laughing. It pans back to Chris. He goes, "Oh, only joking, joking." Pans back to the audience. Now Will is angry, and it's like, "Hold up, you were laughing a second ago." He gets up, slaps him, but then as he turns around and walks away, he's smirking and then goes back to an angry face for about half a second. And I'm wondering if it's staged. I've watched it back, and as Will walks up, Chris does go like that, like leaning in.
Well, he's not pressing charges, so we know that much. Yeah, I mean, like, I suppose if Will Smith decides to just get up and start walking on stage, there isn't going to be any security stopping him, even though there will be security at the event. So
yeah,
I thought it looked to me like a pretty hard slap. And
it did, yeah.
I just kind of, I mean, I'm not speculating either way, but with a slap like that coming out of absolutely nowhere, think maybe there'd be more of a reaction. I don't know. I mean, obviously they're professionals as far as he's on stage, Chris, and then he doesn't want to.
I'd say they're both comedians. So if he can't take a joke, then he's got to be careful what he says going forward. Will has, you know what I mean? Because he's insulted people before and not had any backlash. And now, yeah, what is it she's got? It's not alopecia, it's the other one.
Isn't it alopecia with the hair falling out?
Well, yeah, that happens, but I'm sure there's something else that's caused her hair to. Oh, I could be wrong.
I know she has a medical ailment that she's not just like myself that just naturally gets beautifully bald as they age.
Yeah.
But yeah, she does have a medical condition, so you know there is a reason. But that's hit the headlines.
Well, yeah, so that's what I was going to say. Like before we started recording, I was just saying it to George, saying, "Did he hear?" And he was like, "Hold it, hold it." So
I said, you know what? We're going to freestyle it. So we're going to talk about whatever pops into our heads, and we're going to sit here and chat for 20 odd minutes. And if anything comes up that we decide that we want to talk about, it's going to be a completely natural, unscripted flow.
I know you ate disposable vapes. How do you feel about these ones?
Yeah, it's a bit small for my mouth. I've got to say the drawer is very, very tight.
Oh, as you say, mate, no airflow at all. But yeah, all of them go straight in the trash, and it's just plastic, mate. I mean, surely there's got to be an easier option.
Well, now I know we're cutting it fine, cutting it very, very late, and I do like their approach to this. It sounds like they're giving it a bit of thought. But Vaporesso have been doing a competition about kind of like promoting recycling. So lots of people have gone, well, I'm going to rephrase that. Some people have gone in and created, they've reused packaging, made some little shelves. Someone made a purse out of one of the boxes that I thought was pretty cool. Someone else made a little chest of drawers, quite snazzy. One thing I will complain about, even though we've got absolutely nothing to do with this promotion whatsoever, I just saw it and liked the fact that they were encouraging and promoting recycling, because I did also look and notice that Vaporesso don't have any disposables in their range as it stands. There was a picture up of what I believe to be all of their devices, and
I think you're right. I don't think they do.
So it'd be interesting to know if they do have a big stance and a big plan going forwards to promote recycling. But the one thing that did kind of disappoint me.
Who wants this? $5.99 Christmas ornament. Look, Santa hat.
Perfect new stuff, and it's color coordinated with the yellow and black box as well, isn't it? And the hashtag on Instagram for the competition. I clicked on it, as you can click on a hashtag, and it gives you all of the posts. And there was probably only 4 or 5 people that have actually participated in the competition. And given the fact, given the fact that the top prize was £300 Amazon spend, second prize was one of 10 goodie bags with Vaporesso equipment in it. So that's not a lot of uptake for what it is. I don't know whether they just didn't make enough noise about it. But yeah, participation is very low if you have a look in the.
They do have disposables out. We've obviously just ignored them. We should have a look at that competition because I can't that's.
You would have thought something like that would have been much more popular. And well, say the terms and the conditions are to hashtag the Vaporesso Recycle 2020. I think it was something like that. So I clicked on that to have a look and see what kind of things people had done. And there was 238 posts, I believe, the majority of which were just actually advertising it. And then the ones that have done it, a couple of people have done more than one entry. So as I say, there wasn't a significant uptake in people doing it, which is a shame because we need to be promoting recycling as an industry more, because there's so much waste that goes on that doesn't need to go on in our industry. So fair play to Vaporesso for coming up with that idea. I have messaged I think it's Rachel's the UK ambassador to see, is this something that they just come up with on a whim and they're just doing it once and then that's the end of that, or is this something that they're going to be proactive with going forwards? Because I'd like to be involved with them if that is the case, because I do like to shout about the responsibilities that we have as an industry.
Right, loads of people have shared it, and then some people that have their own groups have done the hashtag and then copied all the details and put it in. So there's one on Vaporesso Official that has 11 entries. There's one on Vaporesso that has 6 entries. I'm not going to read the other groups. But so yeah, there is more, but they've all started copying it rather than sharing the initial link. So
well, my understanding was that you had to do something and post that and hashtag the hashtag recycling. It's not just a question.
So they've hashtagged it, but they've not done it on the Vaporesso post. It was post your work in the link below using hashtag Vaporesso Recycling 2022.
In the link below. So
for a meaningful cause ends March the 28th. And
I just post it in the link below.
You click it, I'm guessing, and it will take you to. Yeah, it takes you to Vaporesso. Let me see if I can find the post.
Because on Instagram, you normally just do a post and hashtag.
Oh no, this is on Facebook. So there's one on Insta as well.
Yeah, I thought the main one was on Instagram.
Ah, right. No, I was on the.
I wanted to say I did a little video, and again, it wasn't to be classed in the competition, but it was just trying to say, look, get on it, guys. There is those are the sorts of competitions that you want people to be participating in. And there's so many competitions where you just win this, you share this. It's like, well, that's great. It's competition, chance to win something, but you're not doing anything. It's nice when someone gets challenged for something to do. But yeah, it's okay. It is what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, but six on their well, I don't know how many. Maybe it's every platform they've done it, and we've missed where the biggest amount is. But yeah, 6 on their main Facebook, and I think you said 6 on their main Insta. I think it's a bit weak sauce there. But no, I like the recycling, and I'm surprised I haven't seen their disposables because I get notifications.
Are they branded Vaporesso?
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of companies. Some companies have different branding for their disposables and kind of.
No, it's the fluffy. That's not the right word. It's the something that sounds like fluff. I'm gonna go back on and find it.
Yeah, it's fluffy. I don't think that would be well. I mean, it would surprise me if somebody used that as the name for one, but I don't think that's particularly or too friendly for a disposable device, shall we say?
Yeah, I've definitely got the word wrong.
But they have a disposable. As I say, as I imagine all hardware companies do, because there's so much money in the disposables at the moment. But yeah, again, one of the points that I made was actually if you're using a replaceable pod system, effectively you are recycling that battery every time you reuse it. And yes, okay, that's what it is designed for. But as opposed to using a disposable, you're doing the much more eco-friendly option. And we need to get more people doing that and actually being conscientious and not just
Off me.
vaping solidly and flat out on disposables all the time. Talking of which, what are you vaping on in a minute, Mr. Jake?
Hold on. There you go. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it won't let me turn sideways.
The name is all I needed.
I'm on as a Vaporesso, little gold jobby. This is the Exros Nano.
Talk of the devil, and he brings one out.
I do.
That was completely unintentional. We were just, it's just.
I've been on this for ages. Now I can't remember when I got it delivered. I'll have to look back, but it is on its last legs now. The pod, not the device.
You know what I got delivered?
Hey, that better not be a camera lady. That's better not be camera lady stock you're vaping there, mate.
Guava. So yeah, that went straight. The moment I opened the box, there she was. I was like, all right, you're going into my what I am going to vape. I'm actually vaping on Strawberry Shuffle at the minute, and the vape shows Strawberry Shuffle, but that is going to be
like that kid that goes to a pick a mix, like, right, go get something for you and your sisters. All right, and then as you're walking home, like, that's the best one, that's the best one, that's the best one, that's the best. There you go. What we got there? What we got there?
Like this was my pick and mix collection.
Ah, right.
This is like, now I'll vape that one, I'll vape that one, I'll vape that one, I'll vape that one. So we have Pink Grenade from Riot Squad, which I do love. Tropical Fury from Riot Squad, which I do love. Just Juice Blue Raspberry. Really good Blue Raspberry, that one. As is the Blue Burst from Riot Squad.
I've not had the Blue Burst in a long while.
A bit of a recurring theme here. And then my favourite of the bunch is the Guava Passion Fruit and Pineapple from Riot Squad.
You proper put me off that one by sending me that one you'd poisoned. Fucking
well, yeah, right, know how I managed that. And then I've got 3 randomers that I just quite like the sound of. So this is the Jack Rabbit, I think it is. King Cyber Rabbit Fusion. This one is
I'd say that's Cyber Rabbit, isn't it? Yeah.
Cyber Rabbit, there we go. It is a pina colada. I had a pina colada before, and it was absolutely delicious. I had actually, no, it was a mojito. Oh, that might change things, that might change things. But Fresh Vape Co. do love their liquids. Really flavorful. This one is a cherry and blue raspberry.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So I thought, something a little bit different.
Does it say if it's got cooling in it?
It doesn't, no. Well, it doesn't say anything about it, so it's going to be low-key if there is anything. Then there's this liquid, which is the Aftermath series, and I had not heard of before. But it is Aizu, which is Zap, and it is pink raspberry lemonade. So again, kind of a standard flavour. It'd be interesting to see what their rendition on that is. So that's me supplied for the next couple of months.
Well, I made myself I think a 5 milligram salt, I have no idea what flavors I've used, but they're all natural.
All the exact nicotine.
Well, no. It's about 5 or 7.5. It's somewhere around there because I have to break it down. But look at the color, like that is fucking yeah.
Is that like I don't think it's going to be a cakey one, is it? Because you're not very big on the cakey, mate.
No, it is a aniseed.
Oh god, right. The aniseed in that color just screams death to me.
Oh no, there's not much aniseed at all. What I'm trying to do is, how I made the water gum seed. We'll stick with calling it that.
Published it now.
I'm remaking it at home to see where I can go with the aniseed level and where I can go with the other flavors. Because he said to me, try adding some cherry and stuff in. But I added. It was this one, which is Oh, I did. All right, I had a cherry. So I basically just copied his exact idea and went straight for the cherry.
Well, it's worth just pointing out there to anybody that's listening at the moment is we did do a full 2 hour show with the guys at Dripper Labs last week. Got full insight into their website, and for those of you that don't know, Dripper Labs is a company that has got a website that allows you to go on and fully make from the ground up your own flavor liquid. A very, very simple way to do it. We're going to be putting a dedicated vapecast up with that show, but it is still on YouTube if you want to have a watch back last Thursday. And Jake's Water Gum Seed has now officially been published and sold. A couple of bottles of that, as has my Troppy Fall, which is a tropical flavor that I came up with. So yeah, it's great fun. It's a very communal effort, and definitely worth taking a look at if you haven't already. That's for sure.
Oh yes.
Yeah, man. So again, as we always say, it's nice to see someone doing something a bit different. I think other people have done it in the past. Some other places may do it, but I don't think anybody's doing it like they do it in the way that they do it.
I've got to say, theirs definitely has that premium taste to it.
Straight away. Well, I mean, even if the flavor's like not your cup of tea, it's full of flavor. Flavor is there. Unlike Jake, who has all of a sudden gone very dark. He's back. Just someone turn the lights off.
Yeah, Shan
I was
went
going to
in
say, was it a lunar eclipse or just an eclipse that nobody told us was going to happen?
Well, you never know. You never know. Could be the end of the world as we know it. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I'm looking forward to getting some new juices and some new devices, because the Vaporessa Nano is really nice, but I want something with a bit bigger battery life. It does last me almost a full day.
It's what, about 1100, is it, that one?
I think it's dead on 1,000.
Okay. Yeah, I know the Exos Mini is 1,000.
Yeah, dead on 1,000, 1,000 milliamp.
Probably the same battery.
Which you'd think wouldn't last me, because I've had a lot of devices that have been 1,000 milliamp and haven't.
Still 21700, mate.
It does.
Battery for days.
I've had 21700s die on me. You know what I mean? It's all down to the wattage and the coil, and there's loads of. But yeah, I wouldn't mind this one. A little bit bigger, maybe 15, maybe 2,000. You know, little bit extra. But yeah, I'm just looking for another new device. So if anyone's watching this and you've got any recommendations, put them in the comments, guys.
The Aspire Zelos 3 came in our delivery this week. In a buyout that week. It's got a 3,200 milliamp hour internal battery, which I wasn't expecting. Quite a nice little nifty device there, not overly large.
USB-C charge bottom?
It is, yeah. Fast charge from the front, so you can stand her up on off switch on the bottom.
I like that.
So you can kill the battery if you want to. So yeah, we don't see a huge amount of mods with internal batteries coming out. So it's nice to see Aspire with one.
I was going to say, I can't think of the last one I
So
other than the
last, apart from the pod mod systems, the last one that I saw.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I'm looking at the Inikin ones going, yeah, the Inikin pod mods, but
well, you've got the what is it, the Plex? No, Proton. Sorry, the Proton, which is a battery, and then they've got the MVP5 as well.
Yeah, 5,000s of your finest. Whoa,
so but yeah, beyond that, I think mine's actually died. Those are wondering. It's the MVP5, nice square, 5,200 milliamp hour internal battery with a torch and a USB charge output.
If it has died, you need to send it over to Johnny. I reckon he could put a new cell in there.
New lease of life and a new lease of life. Well, definitely worth it, because they're a really handy backup to have with that amount of power in as well. 5,200.
I always take it with the lanyard and my pod system, just so I can charge my phone and my pod system when it dies. Now, it is a really good device, but I just prefer to use it as a power bank.
I was going to say, I think I used it more as a battery than I did as an actual mod. But again, very, very, very handy to have. It charged quite quickly in itself. And that's what Geek Vape need to do with their rechargeable battery technology, because their batteries charge quick.
They had a power bank version, yeah.
Yeah, something that can charge out as well as in. I don't think the Obelisk 200 can do that.
Obelisk 200.
I don't honestly know, but if it does, that will be a cracking feature. Again, comment below if you do know that one off the top of your head. But yeah, they should really think about that. And if they went down the routes of the Aegis Legend, we're onto something here, Jake, an Aegis Legend with a 5,200 milliamp hour internal rechargeable battery setup that's fast charge. So you've got the ruggedness of the Legend, waterproof like the Legend, with a charge output. So for people that want to go camping, something like that, they've got this nifty little device that can provide the juice. And is
you put the Anakin feature of where you do that for it to bring up the compass and the
compass.
elevation.
I don't think we need to go quite as extreme as that, but
you just said for camping. You
the
know
ability
what I mean?
to turn it on its side and then have what is like an oversized RDA so that you can grill bacon and sausages over there. That'd be quite a handy little feature.
You don't want to go over the top by putting a compass in. All right, so we have different definitions of over
Do you know
the
what,
top.
mate? The torch, I think, is a real benefit.
Yeah.
And having a dimmable torch, silly though it sounds, how many times at night have you used your mod and you press the fire button and just use the dimness of the LED screen to navigate your way through the floor in your house? Because I know I do it quite regularly.
I'll be honest and say never, because I'm using little pod systems like this, and the light on mine is...
Yeah. It's not going to give you diddly, is it?
It's not going to do anything. So I'm constantly banging everything against everything as I go up and down the stairs.
It would be absolutely... It would be a great option for you then. There you go. So Geek Vape, if you're listening, and we want an Aegis Legend with an internal 5,200 milliamp hour battery with a little torch, which is dimmable so that you don't waste too much of the battery. And you get on it, and we want royalties as well as the Vape Show because we came up with the idea.
This is the one we need, right? Bluetooth speakers just above your ear, or you can pull it down. It's directly on your ear. Then here, you know those little pull cords you have on your hoodie, tucked into the rim. You pull it out, and it's like a straw, and you can vape on it, and then just tuck it back in. You know what I mean?
Do you know what? You know what you could do as well? You know how you get them fans or the electric torches that you squeeze and it generates the power? If your cords did that, so you pull it like that, and it generates the power for the device. Eco-friendly, huh?
If you've got a big beanie, put a 500ml bottle in there, and you just chaff away. I don't know why I did that.
Jokes for days, mate. Jokes for days. Well, I think we've come up with some incredible inventions on this week's Vapecast. So if anybody else has got any ideas of anything that they want to have created, feel free to mention it below. It's probably going to go absolutely nowhere, but it's worth shouting about it all the same because you never know who's out there going to nick your idea and make loads of money off it.
Shit. So if you've got an idea, guys, for a vape, drop it in the comments down below. If you've got an idea for my next vape, I am more of a podder, or a dual 21700 that you've seen that's come out. I've not seen any of them for a while. I want one of them. Drop it in the comments down below. And what's your opinion on Will Smith? Drop in the comments down below.
Evil Dildo is still the best in my eyes as far as the dual 2127. I can do 21700s as well, depending on the batteries you use.
The what's what?
The UL Evdillo. Sorry, I think I might have called it by the nickname that we gave it on the live show.
I believe you did say your favourite is the Evil Dildo. Well, we're not talking
UL. Love the device. I really do. Until it stopped working. It's like everything, but that tends to happen with most electronics these days. I dropped my Dov Po freaking Reva DNA.
I was going to say that you have because you drop them.
But I dropped it onto a sponge floor, and now it won't turn on. So I'm a little bit concerned I might have broke it.
Try dropping it the other way.
If so, I've got a DNA motherboard that we could somehow maybe make use of, unless it's that's gone.
Well, I've got the exact same, but without the DNA. So if I glue that to the back, boom, DNA.
Bit of blue tack, mate. That'll do the trick nicely. Yeah. Well, Mr. Vates. Yeah. 25 minutes just disappeared before our very eyes, and we could probably sit here and waffle nonsense for many an hour, but I think we've gone beyond the amount of time that we would need to engage somebody.
I'm sure we will, but let's not put the viewers through it. Let's end the recording there, and we'll carry on chatting the breeze. But guys, if you do like the chatting the nonsense, drop it in the comments, or even if you don't want to comment and you just like watching, like it, share it in every platform you can think of, and if this one becomes the top one, we will do a random one. I don't know, a random 10-minute segment or a random one every fucking day. Whatever you want.
Share it like Jake shares his herpes. But for now, we are going to say thank you so much for subscribing to the Vape Show. We are live Wednesday at 10 p.m. I think I've shocked him there. Maybe shocked and appalled. Or maybe he's just, how did you know? I had but anyway, from me, hashtag one job, John.
And from me, John likes little kids.
Perfect time to take a swig of his drink and ruin the end of the Vapecast. If anybody's lasted this long, then thank you so much for joining us.